Hello, it is DD Stone. Welcome back to Dream Car Builder. Today we are going to be playing with jets. No, not that kind of jet. We are going to be playing with actual turbines. So if we look at this vehicle, I would hesitate to call it a car because it's not really. It's just a frame, kind of, with steering and not much suspension. But it is powered by these little turbines here that just basically spin a fan. That's all they are. They just spin this fan on the inside to generate, I was gonna say lift, but like thrust? Yeah, it's thrust. And these things have, at least this one, has pretty good acceleration. Like you can see here, it goes from 0 to 60 in like, I haven't timed it, but it's really quick. And this isn't even as fast as they get. Honestly, 120 maybe, I'm guessing. 118, 119 that I can get to with this one. Yeah, we're gonna call that 120. We're gonna call that only 120. But yeah, only 120. I know what you're saying. Only? That's really fast. No, it isn't, because this is the big daddy of all turbine cars, right? It's basically just a scaled up version of that last one. Not really much to say about it on that front, except for the fact that I have, in this one, increased the jets on it that spin it to their max level. And I have also lightened all the frames on it and braced it all. So you can see in there, if we stop time, you can see in there there's braces that go from each one of these points over to the point that supports it all back here. So that gives it a little bit more structure, so when it's spinning it doesn't all stretch out. But this thing, this beast, gets up to 340 miles per hour. It does get a little bit of shake, but that's okay. 41 actually, 341. That is insane. Seeing as the one I was using for competition went, I think the guy said it went like 320 before it started exploding. And this thing will go 340 without any signs of it wanting to explode. I mean, the shaking is kind of a warning sign, but at the same time, like, I could argue that the only thing causing the shake is just the absurdity of something spinning so fast up there. Like anything will shake, right? But we have, well, I haven't made it yet, but we are going to take, and we're going to make an airplane with this, right? Now, I have a specific plane in mind, but I don't remember the name of it, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull up a Google search and show a picture of it or anything. Here it is. After doing a lot of searching, we have found it. It is the MiG-15, right? And you can see it has a inlet for air here, and then it all just gets shot out the back. So that's what we're going off of for reference. It might not be perfect per se, but judging by scale here, we're actually going to be using the smaller turbines. So we might have like one here, one here, one here, one here. So we're going to have this one spinning to the left for instance, and the other one and the next one right. And just alternate like that. That way we're not getting any weird spinning. Because I know that if we have all of them spinning in one direction, something weird's going to happen. But I just can't predict what right now. So we're just going to play it safe and build the turbines. So let's get on to that. Okay, that is the 4 of them, and so that's about the length we're going to be dealing with here. I'm going to take our little box up here. First we turn symmetry on. And we're gonna slide this box maybe to there. Yeah, that seems good. But now we are going to attach all of these together. Yeah, okay, so now they are all attached to one another. So that is all just one big... it's not going to show it right. I need to take just one there, just like that, just like that. So it's now just one giant snake of... That is going to be one epic plane, right? Okay, so now let's build the wings. And it's done. I know, it kind of looks smushed. That's because I extremely overestimated the length of it. But by that time I was in too deep. So the wing shape is okay. It's not perfect, but it is okay. It sort of resembles it. If we find a kind of top-down picture. Kinda top-down. Okay, it's kind of top-down. But you can see it's kind of the same. And yeah, I also tried to do the big rudder and tail fin, but that just looks really, really disproportionate. And I even shrunk that one down, so it was originally like out here. So that obviously didn't look right, but it also doesn't have landing gear, but be quiet about that. I'm reluctant to say that it flies, because it doesn't fly well, but it does sustain altitude. Ish. I wouldn't say it's the best plane that I have ever built / used, but I mean, it works. It flies, it definitely flies, and it's kind of crap as well. It doesn't really work well. The rudder works as well. That's one thing that you'll never see in any of my airplanes. I never put rudders on them, just because it's too much hassle. Yeah, see, this is what I mean. Once you're in a downward angle, it's nearly impossible to get out of. So that's why I say it doesn't really work. But I mean, it kind of works. It works along the lines of... It works along the same level of working as this. This was an old SR-71 that I built. And as you can see, I mean, it works-ish. Once again, it kind of sustains altitude. But it's really squirrely to fly. Giving it any elevator movement kind of messes with it a little bit. And the ailerons are very, very touchy. Also, if you're going anywhere near top speed, which for this one is like 318, I know it's not anywhere near real life, but if you can do it like that, right? But if you do that, it just kind of like says nah and just like spins out. But it looks okay from the bottom. The top is debatable. I mean, you can kind of get the gist of what it's supposed to look like. But this is like the first plane that I ever really built, aside from with the actual rudders and ailerons that aren't just jets. But it's okay. It's okay. It also has these little jet things here that I put just for aesthetic and do nothing. That's a good description of this. Oh yeah, this is a rudder. Because if I didn't have it, it did not have enough surface on the rudder area to keep it in a straight line. Also, it kind of just dove downwards, so it has these jets facing slightly up. But yeah, that's gonna do it for today. I've done a lot more than I intended to today. So I'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe if you want. I don't really care. We're all gonna die in the end. It doesn't really matter. That's a joke. Please subscribe.